Block 15 of the Tunisian Sampler Afghan is the Lacy cluster. And I'm going to show you the second half of the row first, and this will make more sense once I've gone through it. Okay, you've got 36 stitches on your hoop for the block. And to do the second half, you're going to form clusters. And we're going to start with the half cluster first. And to do that, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to draw through 3. And then for the rest of the way across the row, you're going to chain 3, yarn over, and then draw through the chain plus 5 loops. And there's your full cluster. Then you chain 3, then yarn over, and draw through 5 loops. Now I want to take a moment here to say you want those chains to be pretty loose because you're going to be working in those chains when you come back on the first half of the row to bring your stitches back up. So don't get those stitches too tight on that chain. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, yarn over through the chain plus 5 loops. You got the idea. My yarn working for me instead of against me. There we go. I think that's 5. No, that's 4. One more. Now you're down to 4 loops, and you're going to do your chain 3, then yarn over and draw through all of them. And that's your last half cluster. You have a half cluster on each end. Now to start the first half of the row, and you needed this chain in order to be able to do this, you're going to chain 1 to close this cluster. Then in this chain you have your chain 3 plus you have that draw through loop. You have to go through that loop as well as each one of the chains to bring up a loop. So we've got 1, then plus the 3 chains, 2, 3, 4. And this is the same all the way across. In every space or chain between the clusters, you need to bring up 4 loops. Then you bring up a loop in the closing loop of the cluster. So I'm going to do 4 here, 1, 4, 1, 4, all the way across. That's the first half of the row. Then you come back, you start with your half cluster, and then your full clusters back. And that's what makes the Lacy cluster block. This is not one of my favorite stitches to do for an Afghan, just simply because it is so open and lacy. Very easy for fingers and toes to get caught in there. And it's so open it doesn't provide any real warmth for an Afghan. I think it'd probably make a pretty scarf, like an infinity scarf. But it is part of an Afghan stitch sampler, leaflet number 2501 at Leisure Arts. And so I'm including all their stitches in here for reference. And when we're done, we'll have done all 52 of them. So thanks for watching. Bye.